We'll close out here with Elimination Chamber predictions for Saturday. Just read a little while ago they might be planning some twists and turns for this pay-per-view. That gets me very scared because twists and turns from WWE are typically not a good thing, and they just do it to, they do it just to swerve people for the sake of swerving people, Vince Russo style. So hopefully that's not what it is. Some predictable matches on the show, most of them being very predictable, but if it sets up WrestleMania and it's near as good as Crown Jewel was late last year, then I'm perfectly fine with it because that was a great show. Easily the best Saudi show they've done to date. I don't know if this will top that or come close to it, but we can only hope. Rey Mysterio versus The Miz was announced on Monday's Raw for this pay-per-view. Thoughts on Mysterio versus Miz and who goes over here?
Yeah, I think this has been like a decent mini feud. I mean, I don't know where it's really going. Maybe just keep the Miz busy because I feel like we were getting like tension between Mysterios, and
yeah,
I mean they're still kind of getting that, but it seems like Miz is kind of maybe accelerating that or helping that. So I mean, I would have Miz win here. Gonna need some credibility. I feel like all he does is eat pinfall, so I would have him go over here, maybe do some more dissension with the Mysterios.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking too. I think the Miz wins here after losing to Edge a few times. He needs to win more. Creates further dissension between them, as you said, and I think the Miz goes over here. It doesn't really matter. I mean, both guys are established. I mean, these guys had a match at SummerSlam like literally 10 years ago, so I mean, they've been around forever, but I think Miz wins here. Let's see. Drew McIntyre, Madcap Moss, rematch from day one. This time, falls count anywhere. I mean, how little do you care about this, and how much of a guarantee is it that McIntyre wins?
I mean, I honestly don't mind Madcap. I mean, the gimmick itself's stupid, but I actually like the guy behind it, so I mean, it is dumb, but I'm actually pretty intrigued in this one. I mean, Drew's obviously going to win. But, I mean, maybe I don't hate it as much as others. I miss Riddick Moss, so, I mean, I've always been a big Riddick Moss guy. I mean, the Madcap stuff's pretty stupid, but I think he has a ton of potential. But, I mean, Drew wins LOL.
Reunite him with Tino Sabatelli.
Oh, God, I miss them. Oh,
hey, he's too busy with Mandy Rose right now.
Seriously, give me the theme song.
Hey, come on. Money talks. Money comes. The money comes.
The money comes, buddy.
The money comes. The money comes before Veer. He's never coming.
Cody will debut in WWE before Veer does.
I saw someone say that. I died. That is just amazing. McIntyre wins here. All roads point to, all signs point to McIntyre and Happy Corbin at WrestleMania, right?
I guess. I mean... Not this.
Hey, McIntyre. What about McIntyre and Cody? They used to be tag team partners back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, him versus Happy Corbin at WrestleMania. Just I don't know. Like him and Madcap as Elimination Chamber. I don't hate it because there's like a story there. Like it makes sense. Like he hurt him. So like, I mean, I don't know. I don't mind that at Elimination Chamber because I think it's like a decent it's like a small decent little feud that's been built up. It's not like the sexiest thing of all time, but it's not like. I mean, maybe some people think it's horrible, but I think it's keep Drew busy. Like, there's that story there, like he actually hurt Madcap, and no disqualification makes sense. Like that's why you have no disqualification match. Like, there's actually a reason why, not just because it's fucking Wednesday night. So
hey, watch it.
But no, I think this is decent. I mean, him versus Corbin at WrestleMania, like. I don't know. I just feel like it's so random. But, I mean, I like a pay-per-view. I mean, if it was at WrestleMania Backlash, should make more sense.
Yeah. No, it's they just don't have any other stars on SmackDown to pair off McIntyre with, so that's kind of what you get. They have been building towards it. I wouldn't say it's random. It's just that they don't have any other stars for Corbin to work with, and that's what happens when you devalue people like Cesaro and Ricochet and Shinsuke. Like, that's kind of what you're left with. So that's what we're getting. Drew wins here, LOL. The Usos versus the Viking Raiders for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Is this the end of the longest reign ever for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, or will the Usos retain here?
I say the Usos retain here. I mean, I like the Viking Raiders. I just feel like they're just never good. Like, they're good, but I just feel like that what they are now is the best they're ever going to be. I don't know.
I feel like they're so creatively damaged, it's just hard to care at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So even giving them the belts, it's not going to... I feel like they're one of those teams that would win the belts, and then they'd be on TV less than they are now. So
yeah.
I would just have the Usos win here. I like the Viking Raiders, but... I would have the Usos win.
Maybe the Usos will they'll lose the titles to Big E and Kofi at WrestleMania.
It's possible. Like you said, I feel like Viking Raiders was creative damage at this point.
They are. They've been around for 3 years in the main roster. They haven't been champions for well over 2 years. They were injured for a little while late last year and in 2020 or whatever, early on in 2021, I should say. It's just they're good, but it's hard to care about the team at this point. The whole, what are they saying? Raid, or the theme song is bad. The chant just isn't over. They're not over. They've been booked to look like shit more often than not. When they lost to, I knew it was all over when they lost in that World Cup match to to Gallows and Anderson. Their first loss came in the hands of Gallows and Anderson back in late 2020 to crown the best team in the world. And that best team in the world isn't even there anymore. So I knew it was all over for them at that point. We move along here to, let's see, Ronda Rousey, Naomi versus Charlotte, Flair, and Sonya. I like this match. I think it's a great preview of Ronda and Charlotte for Mania. Naomi and Sonya got their thing going on right now. Ronda's first formal match back yet, which is cool. I like this match a lot. I think if Ronda's going to win at Mania, which she should, and I think she will, and Naomi should win too, I think she should give the win to Charlotte and Sonya. So that's what I think is going to happen, and that's what I think should happen.
Yeah, I would have the heels go over here. Kind of get some more heat on them, especially Sonya. I feel like she hasn't really done too much. I mean, she got thrown out of the Rumble up by Naomi. I mean, I guess she's screwing her over from time to time, but get a little bit more heat on her. I think it's a good little feud, and I think this is a good match. I've Ronda have her first actual match back in a nice little tag match. I mean, she doesn't do too much, and I would have Charlotte and Sonya win here.
Yeah, and it just makes the most sense. I could see Ronda winning just to build momentum, but I don't know. I feel like they could screw over Naomi, and it would make sense. So I would have Charlotte and Sonya win here, personally. Moving on to Becky Lynch and Lita for the Raw Women's Championship. Slam dunk win for Becky, but I'm curious to see how this goes.
Yeah, I think Becky wins here. I mean, the Raw thing was kind of weird, like the way Becky acted. I don't know. It was kind of bizarre, if you ask me. But I think it's going to be a fun match. I mean, I think Becky wins LOL. I mean, I like Lita, but, I mean, champion in 2022, no thanks. I mean, I think she's going to beat Becky, so.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good match, though. I mean, no complaints, but Becky's got to win. It's
a nice warm-up for Becky before she hopefully faces the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber match, that being Bianca Belair. I mean, that's my pick. I think Bianca's going to win. We also have Rhea Ripley in there, Doudrop, Nikki Ash, Liv Morgan. In the sixth mystery entrant, Asuka. Or no, it was Bayley. Oh, no, wait a second. It's Alexa Bliss. I have to eat my hat because the last pick I said it wouldn't be Alexa Bliss. There was no chance. And she's the mystery entrant. So, anyway, your thoughts on who you think is going to win here, and Alexa Bliss being announced as the sixth entrant in the match.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be Bianca. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be against if Rhea was in it too. I feel like they both have a lot of momentum. Maybe do something that they both get in there somehow. But if I was just picking one person, I think it is Bianca. Story-wise, it makes the most sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly not. I mean, we both said Alexa Bliss was not going to be wasn't going to be in it, so I guess I'll eat my hat as well. But I mean, I'm not totally against it. I'm assuming Asuka's just not ready yet, or what. But I mean, it seemed like they kind of ran that whole therapist. Maybe they just at this point they're just fuck it and just sped up the process because it seemed like it was going to take a little bit longer. But seemingly on Raw, it seemed like we kind of got the end of it. So
yeah,
I'm not against it. I like Alexa a lot. If it's not Asuka, maybe she's just not ready yet. But I mean, I think it's pretty stacked. I mean, obviously, I think someone like a Doudrop or Nikki Ash is not going to win, but I feel like they've been credible. They're built up enough that not that they're going to win, but they're viable contenders. So I'm not against it. I mean,
it's better than having Carmella or Zelina in there.
Yeah, exactly, who are fucking awful. So, I think Bianca wins here. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised they did something to kind of maybe try to get Rhea in there as well. Because I feel like her and Bianca are kind of on the same level right now.
Great gauntlet match on Monday.
I would say Liv Morgan, but I got take shamed last week, so I got Bianca winning here. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised they did something, maybe a double pin or some shit to try to get Rhea involved as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that was such a great gauntlet on Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if they included Ronda or Rhea as well as you said. But I'm going with Bianca. I mean, she's entering sixth, so it's did they win the gauntlet on Monday? Does that mean she wins? I'm kind of worried they might go with Alexa Bliss, though.
I think they could go with Alexa Bliss, too.
I don't like that. Do we get Little Miss Bliss back on Saturday?
I think so.
She's still got Lily the doll. I like how they're hey, we're going to make you back to what your character was, but we're still going to have you carry around the doll because it still makes us money, so still carry it around anyway. I love how they're doing that. I mean, that's just the stupidest thing.
It's probably they have a bunch of Lily dolls still around, so they got to get rid of them.
Yeah, it's It didn't even make any sense. The guy's like, oh, we want to make you not crazy, but to make you not crazy, you have to carry around the thing that made you crazy to begin with. That just made absolutely no sense.
Like I said, they probably have a lot of the dolls. They gotta get rid of them.
Stupid. Are you getting one? I think it's on clearance for $5. I think it's on the way with your heel babyface winner shirt, right?
That's on the way. I won the pro wrestling tees. It's on the way.
God, that shit is the dumbest shit. As soon as I saw that shirt, I'm like, yeah, this guy's got to go. Looking at the rest of the card here, let's go Roman Reigns and Goldberg, Universal Championship. Do we get a swerve and Goldberg wins the belt back for a third time in 4 years, or 5 years rather? He's won the belt before in Saudi. Or does Roman Reigns retain the title to continue his streak en route to WrestleMania? I'm thinking Roman is a slam dunk, but you know what? People said the same thing about Goldberg and Bray 2 years ago. I think this is a different story. But again, I hear twists and turns, and I'm like, I'm fucking scared they might put the belt on Goldberg and maybe do Brock and Roman for the WWE title instead. I would fucking hate that, though. I think that's stupid.
No, Roman's going to win here. They're not going to have him lose to fucking Goldberg to face Lesnar. That make no sense. It's Brock. Roman wins, LOL.
And Goldberg's done, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully.
Knowing them, they'll have Goldberg win, and then it's like, oh, he re-signed. He'll be at WrestleMania facing Happy Corbin or something. I don't know. It'd be something completely dumb. Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar is really the only name I have to mention, but he will be in the match. Bobby Lashley defending Seth freaking Rollins, Austin Theory, Riddle, and AJ Styles. Another stacked field there. I think this is going to be a great match. If it's not just Brock killing everyone, then I think it could be entertaining, and I don't think that's what it should be. You know, Shayna doing that a few years ago is fine because a lot of the women involved in that thing were just not credible at all. A lot of these guys are. Rollins getting squashed or Theory getting squashed or Riddle getting squashed would not help their stock whatsoever. So AJ getting squashed, Bobby too. Hopefully not. I do think Brock wins, LOL, and I do think we get winner take all at WrestleMania because I don't know why else you would put Brock in this thing if he wasn't going to win.
Yeah, I guess just to get him on the card, that'd be the only reason you put him in it to not win. But, yeah, Brock wins LOL. I
don't think they would have him get pinned 2 pay-per-views in a row. I don't think they should.
Yeah, they could technically have it so like he gets attacked before the match, or they can do some fucking screwy thing so he's not even in it. But I think he's gonna win. It just seems like Raw, like they do have a lot of good contenders. I just feel like they've been basically saying in our face it's gonna be a title for title, so they're just gonna do it at this point.
And you think if Brock gets attacked beforehand, Cody Rhodes takes his place?
No, I think Brock's gonna be in a win. I just feel like Raw, like they should have its own champion. I don't know. I just
feel like it makes Raw look completely inferior.
It has been in the last couple of years. So
yeah, no, it has been. It has been the better show recently. It's just that I don't know. I just feel like if you take the belt off of these guys, what does Bobby do at Mania? Edge, Rollins, AJ. I just don't know what they do.
So maybe someone will win. I really don't know.
Yeah, I would like if AJ Styles pulled out the win. I think that'd be cool. But Bobby, I don't want to see his reign end at 3 weeks, although it probably will.
Yeah, he's not retaining. I don't think he's retaining. There's a better chance that Austin Theory wins than Bobby Lashley.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. That's a Liv Morgan take right there.
Whoa! That's like saying if I said Dewdrop has a better chance to win then.
Come on. All right, yeah. I won't go that far. I think if you said Rollins has a better chance than Lashley. Even Riddle might have a better chance than Lashley. Certainly not Austin Theory, who I hope does well, though.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't want, I don't know. I just feel like you're going to merge the belts, and you got to do it with all the belts. Like, it wouldn't make sense, if you're going to merge the Raw and... I guess they could do kind of what they did with Becky Lynch, like the 2 belts, and then... I don't know. I just feel like then who would beat Roman, but I don't know. I don't know.
Cody!
It's not going to be...
That's what the internet told me.
I have a better chance of being Roman Reigns than Cody does.
Come on, it's going to be Cody and Roman at WrestleMania. That's what Ariel Helwani said. That's what he wants to see. That's the big match.
No, I guess, like I said, I guess they did it with Becky, and, she lost one of the belts a couple months after, so I'm not totally against it, but I don't know. I just feel like Raw does have stars they can build up to be a champion. They just kind of haven't really been booked as such. Like you said, Big E, immediately bring him out to SmackDown. I like Big E on his own. Was he focused as the champion? No. Bobby was good, but I feel like now he's just kind of holding the belt to keep it warm. Love Rollins, but his character lately has been fucking awful. Owens, I like him, but seemingly doesn't seem like he wasn't even in the fucking match. I like Austin Theory, he's up and coming. Riddle's an idiot, so I just feel like Raw has like a bunch of mid-carders right now that just don't seem like they're champion, and maybe that's why they're doing it. I really don't know.
I don't think Riddle wins. I was thinking maybe there's a chance Riddle wins because there was the thought at one point of Riddle and Orton for the title at Mania, which I don't think it should be for the championship. But they already announced that we're getting Alpha Academy and RK Bro for the tag titles like in a week or two on Raw. So I don't think Riddle goes into the match as the WWE champion. I just don't. I find that very hard to believe.
Is he gonna have the toga on?
Why not?
Fucking so dumb. So like, that's things like that just like people actually thought he had a chance to win the Rumble. He's out on Raw in a fucking toga, acting like a moron.
Which is exactly why they would put the championship on him, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen,
Raw?
I like Riddle, but I just don't think now's the right time to be pushing him towards the main event. You got to shed the goofy shit before you can actually push him as a serious threat.
No, I agree.